What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zcash today. It is the 14th day of August, and here we are sitting at about $487 with roughly 14 hours left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it, okay? Zcash is moving down gradually, slowly, and then I think all at once. We're probably going to see a massive shift to the downside. If I had to guess, any day now, man. Any day, any week now. I think we're starting to see weakness come in with Bitcoin, and it's been volatile. It's even in the midst of this weakness, it's being volatile, right? We dropped down to a low of 62.5K. Here we are looking to push back above 63K, whatever. We've been very volatile for the past month. But in the midst of this volatility comes stagnation, comes boring, comes preparation for the next move, down or up. Whenever you get consolidation like this for an extended amount of time and volume dies off, right, we're consolidated. Everybody's made their plays. They've made their decisions. The buyers, the sellers, they've made their decisions. Now what's left to do is for the market to react. And when we do break out to the downside or to the upside, we likely get a fast reaction afterwards. My suspicion is that we will break out to the downside. And if Bitcoin's breaking out to the downside, it's moving fast down to the downside. Zcash will likely follow as well, and it'll probably move faster. Bitcoin moves down 1%, Zcash moves down 2%, something like that, right? Maybe more extreme, maybe less extreme, but something more extreme than what Bitcoin will drop. My suspicion is that Zcash not only breaks out of this range to the downside, but goes below this low, and inevitably goes below these lows as well from back in February. Inevitably taking it down to prices that are around, if not likely, below $100. That's my ultimate suspicion. I don't think it'll happen like this. It won't be a straight line down like it was up. I think it'll be a more kind of tedious, methodical movement down. It'll take time. The way that I have it drawn there, maybe that'll be by the end of the year. But again, in the essence of this oncoming drop with Bitcoin, it might make sense that we pick up the pace a little bit here over the coming days, over the coming weeks. Something like this, something like this, something like this, something like this. Not this. I don't think that. It's not going to be a straight line down, but something like that likely does take us back below $400. Again, I think it'll be methodical. I don't think that it's going to be just an automatic one fell swoop move to the downside. It could be. You never know. We've shown that kind of strength to the downside before. But I do think we'll find support either around here where we have these lows or around here where we have these lows, something in this zone of like just below $400 to $350, somewhere in this kind of range. We'll find support, move back up, get your lower high, find resistance at prior support here, and then move back down as it is. And we'll probably be in this kind of parallel channel on the way down to lower prices. So again, inevitably below this low, yes, and even below $100, but it's going to take time. I don't even think we'll be below $300 by the end of September at the rate of decay that we're seeing now. Maybe we do. Maybe it's faster than I'm expecting. I have underestimated drops before, but ultimately I believe the target is the same. We probably go back to something that's around here. Something, okay, come on now. I thought I had it on there. Something right around there, right around $80. Prior resistance, prior support, prior resistance there. From a low, is it this low to high? Golden ratio is right below it there. From this low to high, it's right in the middle of the golden ratio zone. That might make more sense. And we could go lower. We absolutely could go lower. As time goes on, I think that we're going to see those efforts come into view. Looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, moving down a little bit, volumes dying off. You kind of look bullishly postured here, but you've been moving like this for so long. I don't know. I'm not too bullish on this. Volumes dying off. You're about to see the break come out one way or another. You just made an attempt here to move up. Not a lot of volume came in. 7 minutes left in this 1 hour time frame. Maybe this is just the beginning of something more to come. Let's see. Let's look at the indicators. RSI is neutral. It's not going to help us. Stochastics looks somewhat bullish, to be fair, and the MACD looks bearish. So none of that's really helpful. Let's look at the 4 hour time frame. Maybe we can come up with something there. This looks like a bearish pattern overall, right? You've got this M shape. You even found resistance here at prior support, at prior resistance as well, right there. The RSI looks bearish to me. You are rejecting the 50 twice, but you actually haven't seen a rejection. It's bearish, but you're showing strength. You're putting up. Stochastics look kind of bearish, and the MACD's bearish. I'm going to stick with the bearish side, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe we do move up a little bit. Maybe move back above $500. I highly doubt we move back above these highs. We move back above these highs, I might take a more bullish tone, but I suspect that we do continue to move down, and likely we get below 450 over the coming days, over the coming week. We'll probably be below 450 pretty soon, being below these lows here. That'd be my assumption. Overall, the RSI does seem to be shifting bearish. You seem to be in this downtrend, right? Lower lows, lower highs here. The only thing that's bullish about this is that instead of rejecting down like this or rejecting down like this, here you're kind of scrunching up. And that could be some kind of implication that you move higher. Let's see if I can find an example of this. No. I mean, you've scrunched up before and then you still went down, so you know. Here you kind of scrunched up, right? Right around this lower high, but that's not as good of an example. Yeah, I don't know. It could be, it couldn't be. We'll see. We will see. Daily time frame. Pretty neutral, but definitely taking on a bearish shape on the stochastics and the RSI and the MACD. But very neutral. We've been choppy and sideways. These indicators aren't going to be that helpful. All we can do really is kind of look at the macro picture. That's why we're on the weekly time frame for a little bit there. Looking at the weekly time frame here, you know, you moved up a tremendous amount. You've seen some retracements, sure, but you have this double top look, massive selling pressure back in June. We still haven't dealt with the repercussions of that. It's only been up from there. We've been holding these levels. I think inevitably we will go down. Again, I don't think something like this happens and then that's it. I think there was some insider information going on here, caused a massive panic. People got the hell out in a very short amount of time. And I think the reality of that panic will set in time. I'm surprised that it hasn't yet. That's a kind of point, I guess, in the bullish favor. But still, as you're moving up here, look at what's happening, right? You move up here, tons of volume. You move up here, it's a weaker move, but okay. I mean, that was a pretty strong move. It's going to be hard to have a stronger move or a move that puts up with the same pace as this. So sure, it's going to be weaker, but look at the volume. Complete lack in volume right here. And then here, an even weaker move with even less volume. There seems to be less interest in this thing going up. Nobody wants to buy here. And I think it's going to take a little bit of motivation for people to want to sell. But that motivation is going to come in the form of lower price action. That's likely what comes, in my opinion. Weekly RSI, bullish overall, kind of showing some bearishness right here. A little bit of a weakness, right? Finding resistance at the 60 instead of getting above, getting overbought, getting less overbought, not even getting overbought. You know, overall it is a very bullish RSI. It's a very bullish chart, but you can come down. Stochastics taking on a bearish shape, MACD taking on a bearish shape. I just think you're going to move down, man. And again, to me, the most probable area to find support is if it's not here, and I doubt it is here, it'll be down here, right around there, below $100. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.